Hi, I'm Pagra12, and in this one we go a bit further with picking values from a UV. And so in this case, from the previous tier 1 tutorial, we took all the pixels, okay? And what if we want to let someone to grab them, okay? And actually this was the reason for me trying how to build an array of data in which none of the values will repeat, and doing this in a feedback. Okay, so obviously inside a feedback, which yeah, it's much more than displays in a feedback. Inside there we can implement a rule, a question, and all the pixels, everything which go through will have to check. Okay, and this one would be my first semi tutorial, as I don't intend to make it from scratch. Instead, I thought it's maybe better if I walk you through this system, and if you prefer the other way, please let me know in the comment. Okay, but I believe this type of feedback it's a little bit strange maybe, and so yeah, I will try to walk you through this conditioned feedback tool. Okay, so first let's grab it here. Okay, and we go for the panel. As now I need a mouse. Okay, so here I have 1280 pixels square, in which every little square is 80 by 80 pixels. And so I want to walk the mouse and only grab one single color from where I go. Okay, and yeah, let's go here inside, and this is the feedback. Actually, it's only a feedback, and it has nothing, right? But then I grab that here, and I check my question. Okay, and yeah, let's start from the beginning. So I have a 1280 resolution and 60 as a map for starting with this grid of pixels, which are 16. Then I fit them into the bigger resolution, and now I have this background that I use here in the palette. Okay, so in the look, and I want to grab the left click. Okay, L select, and the mouse position with the panel chop, and yeah, then I have this chop 2, where I don't go for all the pixels, instead only one, and that one it's according with where I have my mouse. Okay, so this takes my mouse coordinates. Okay, and then I have just a single pixel, so it's a very cheap computing way to just pick a single value. Okay, and here, as I would like to not grab all the values by mistake, I went with a click, and only when I click, okay, I can have them, right? And yeah, I wanna see exactly what what value I have there. So yeah, I multiply, I subtract, sorry, I subtract the pixel from the initial texture, just to find out where I have that pixel that I want. So then I compute the mod, and everything it's here white or black, as it goes only when I click. Okay, so when I click, I have my length, I inverse, and just to have this value, which yeah, it's from here, but this was something that I was needed at that time. So I leave it here, this method of finding where my value is in either my UV or my texture. Just subtract it and find where is the distance 0 actually. Okay, and let's see, because yeah, see, I need the value when I click. Okay, and let's see, here I just initialize my feedback, which doesn't do anything. It takes this null 2, okay, is the result of the question or of the rule. Okay, and let's see. So here I have, in this one, I have the pixel. Okay, you see 80 by 80 yellow. I'm always over yellow here, but the texture, you'll see it. This one, let's, okay. Oh, it's too big. So let's reset everything. Now I'm taking this and then this, and yeah, if I go back, nothing happened, as those are duplicates already. Okay, and for that I need to check every pixel that I have here to check if that one is in my array. This one, it's here I have my feedback, right? And so I subtract and find the mod, and I also want to put inside my question, or also if the pixel is black, I don't want it, because remember the previous tutorial, you could also pick from something like this. And why something like that it's needed? Let's say you have a bunch of them, and then multi-user which will interact in their way. So how they connect the dots might trigger something interesting, and that way you can have some arrays of their choices in order, and yeah. Okay, so here I check if it's 0 with a length, but as you know, you can go with just square add, and you know the story. But this one is one pixel only, so yeah. And I have here the result of some black and white pixels, which gives me the one when a new pixel it's in. You see, I have only 0 when the pixel it's there, and then when it's a new pixel it's 1, right? And yeah, this trigger is because there was a bit of a delay, you know, when you click or something in TOPS, it's detected, okay, till the next frame you might have double values, okay. So without this trigger, sometimes you have duplicates. Okay, so you see here all the pixels were took in pairs. Okay, and by using this trigger, I just yeah, make that moment in time very, very thin. Okay, so and then this will decide in a switch if I need a longer texture with 1 pixel, because I have a new pixel found. Okay, so I went here with my feedback, and in one line I just group it to make space for a new pixel. Okay, sorry for the duplicates. Let's make this yeah, you see, and I always have that place ready for the pixel to be taken if it's the case. Okay, and if it's the case, it's something that I decide here. So I have this switch which will take or not the pixel. Okay, so this is in this case my only rule. Okay, and now I can take back in the feedback of my new texture, and go yeah, in a endless loop, but our result, it's finite. Okay, and yeah, this is the strange type of feedback that I wanted to share with you guys. So I really hope you like this, and thank you so much for your support. See you in the next one. Bye.